therapy appointment. I don't even think y'all will see this video today. I think it'll be a few days or so. I just want to go home and cry myself to sleep. I'm in so much pain. I am praying that the doxycycline kicks in soon. I've only taken 2 doses so far. It normally takes 3 to 4 days. I can't even think straight, y'all. So I've eaten nothing. It was hard this morning because I had to go 2 hours before and after of no dairy of any kind. So I couldn't have my coffee. I hate black coffee. Ew. So I didn't get my first coffee until 11. I'm on my second now. It's like 2 something. I get to take another ibuprofen in an hour, but they are barely working at all. Usually my 800 milligrams kicks butt, but it is just not working. The pain is everywhere on my right side of my face now. My nose, my jaw, my ear, my forehead, my eyebrow, my eye. Like, everything feels like it's being crushed into a billion pieces. It's horrible, horrible. So hopefully the doxycycline can stop it. The main pain, though, is radiating from that part of my gum. I just wish they didn't do the deep cleaning and just pulled this stupid thing. Anyways, I can't even sit here and talk. It's hurting it more. So I will just show you what I eat today. And know this video is going to have multiple days. I ate the first dose this morning. My ibuprofen did not work at all. The second dose has dulled it some. Hopefully I can get done eating before. Got to get my last coffee in before 7 because can't have dairies. So it is almost 5. Maybe I should weigh things out. Nah, I'll deal with that another day. So once my doxycycline is over with, I will start worrying about my weight and weighing stuff. Fresh mozzarella, I think I'm going to try a piece of it today. Just one little piece. But that would be good on the burger. I've never had it on the burger. I had my Kobe Jack for that. Okay, definitely using my chef blend here. That was a little goofy. Got the burgers on the grill right now. Then I'm going to warm up some bacon on it. Putting my favorite trays into my fresh thing. I will tell you, my outdoor kitchen is my favorite thing in the world. I use the kitchen area way more than the other sitting areas of the porch. So in the future, I might be building my kitchen way bigger. The Oculus area I was building is going to waste right now because I can't be jumping around. Cannot be jumping around. The pain is too much. Alright, gonna throw some bacon on the grill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had probably 10 pieces of bacon with my doxycycline this morning because you're supposed to take it with food. The night one I do not take with food though, and it is fine. But I do take the breakfast one. One reason is because I'm tired. I don't get coffee for 2 more hours when I wake up, and that is horrible. So I have never knew about this dairy thing before, and always took my doxycycline with cheese or coffee with creams in it. But I want the full effect. I don't want it diluted at all. So I'm following every single rule there is about taking this meds. I've always done this sit-up rule because I don't want to burn a hole or get sick. Unless I can't even say the word today. Let me flip my burger. Now, later this evening, I will be making my parents' steaks probably. But I can't eat that late because I want cheese. And I can't have cheese that late. So, let me pile this away. It's up this cheese. And we'll be back when my burger's ready. It's almost done because it's New York strip, meaning I don't have to cook it all the way. Alright, I don't know if I'll eat it all. Especially the blackberries. They're a little... I'm scared of the seeds right now, so we will see. But I have to go do something before I can eat, so I gotta put it away. Alright, it is the 17th. I was in way too much pain to film yesterday. I don't even think I filmed the day before. I can't remember right this minute. The antibiotics has finally started working. But yesterday all I had was less than half a cup of the pureed pumpkin with 1 egg in it, a few drops of the vanilla monk fruit cooked in the microwave. That's probably what I should be eating today. But I was desperately ill this morning. I had a severe migraine. My blood pressure was 170 over 112. I was supposed to take Dino to the doctor. He had to call and cancel. There was no way I could drive because everything that it wasn't, let's just say, everything that was in my body was coming out. I was dry heaving because there was nothing in my gut, and thank goodness I did not throw up my antibiotic. It was about 2 hours later when I finally did do some dry heaving, and it was my fault. It was because I took the antibiotic with no food. I've forgotten. Usually eating the day before is fine, but I've forgotten. I hadn't, other than that pumpkin early that morning, I hadn't eaten since. So I got desperately ill from the antibiotic. And it is now 2 p.m. and I've just gotten out of bed because I've been trying to sleep it off all day between the migraine and the severe nausea and stomach cramps. I'm going to try to eat this. I hope this does not affect me. But I have to eat something. Otherwise, I'm going to just get sick all over again when I take my meds later. So, let's give this a shot. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm extremely weak. I still do not feel well at all. I have a very dull pain in that tooth and my sinuses. They called to confirm my other cleaning. And I told them I was too scared to get it done. Because that one spread an infection through that whole side of the mouth. And they agreed, except they then said something stupid that they never heard of that happening. Because if you Google it on tons of dentistry websites and just Google itself, and the Mayo Clinic has stuff on it, it is very likely to happen, and you should be given antibiotics. Like, because that made me like, these people are stupid. So they canceled that appointment, and they don't have an appointment until the 28th, and it's just to find out what's going on, because maybe there's a cavity, or my roots are being exposed, or the root is dying, which is causing the infection. So we will find out then, because y'all, I cannot live through this again. I cannot. It's happened. I have taken ibuprofen around the clock for tooth pain. This is my 3rd dose of doxycycline since the spring because of a tooth infection. I explained this the last 2 times I went in, and no one examined, no one addressed it. They said, this deep cleaning, you won't have it no more. Lie, lie, lie. So we will see. I'm only having the 1 cup of coffee today because after an hour from now I can't have any more dairy, and I still have some of the coffee. I did not start the coffee until like what, 3 o'clock. So I need to get food in me, even though I don't want food. I really don't want to eat, but I don't want to get sick either. So this will still be in me enough when I go to take my doxycycline at 8:40. Food just sits in my stomach for a long time, so I've never made this before. I'm just flying, like, not real. I'm just doing whatever just to see. I don't feel like going out there and standing at the griddle. I don't want cheese again, I don't think. And if I do my hamburgers on the griddle, I'm going to need cheese. So instead, I am just going to take my New York strip that has been grounded up, and it does have some chef blend smoke in it, and I'm just going to remake them into smaller balls. And you can use the beef broth instead, but chicken broth is settling on me so much better. It's kind of weird that I can have chicken broths, chicken stock, and eggs. I'm too scared to try the eggs right now. I had egg yesterday with no problem, but it was baked in the pumpkin. But I might actually eat some pumpkin tonight with the the medicine, so we'll see. But I can do the broths and stocks with no problem. I really think they don't really put a lot of chicken in it. So trying to think how many I would eat, because I don't like leftovers usually, and I don't even know if I'm gonna like this. Y'all, this is how sick I was. I was so sick of not being able to eat for a few days that my weight is now 208. 288. No food, right? Until today. No food, nothing. Now, I also will tell you, remember I got upset that my weight kind of went up a little? I also found out that the scale I've used since the beginning of my journey, which matches the doctor's scale, is 2 pounds less than the new scale I got that goes with my kitchen scales and a few other things, and it has its own app. So the new scale isn't lining up with the original weight. So this is New York strip, so if I don't cook it all the way, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna boil it and see how long. I am gonna put some more chicken broth in here, I think. That one's a little bigger than the rest. A lot bigger than the rest. I tried to do like a disaster movie marathon yesterday since I was stuck in bed. Y'all, I couldn't. The pain in my ears from this was so excruciating. That was not happening. I couldn't watch TV. Couldn't have any kind of loud noise. People's talking. Dino's voice, my dad's voice, killed me. Couldn't open my mouth at all. Couldn't drink water. Even if I heated it up, it just was excruciating pain every time. Now the new scale does not say I'm dehydrated. It actually says I have more fluid in me than I did 3 days ago. The new scale supposedly tells all that. I want a little parsley. I think I shouldn't have a reaction to just a teeny bit. Just gonna go in with a teeny bit. Now, this would be amazing with garlic and all that yummy stuff, but my stomach does not like any of that kind of stuff. So, this is it. I never use this one, so now I'm just going to boil it until it's done. And then we'll see if it tastes like crap or if it's halfway decent. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm trying a few. It smells amazing. It's very hot. My tooth is starting to hurt really bad again. I think I've been talking too much. So when this cools down, I will eat it, and I will let you know if it tastes okay and how I do with it, because different ways of cooking meat, my body can digest or not digest. I hate it. Sorry, I don't feel like getting up and turning the light on. Having some pain. Also, that even though the meal tasted yummy and I only ate what was in that small cup, it did not settle. I am very nauseous, and I should have known better. I think I'm just going to stick with eating some pumpkin. The pumpkin has settled on my stomach completely fine. Blackberries are settling fine. The bacon this morning was fine. But bacon twice a day is not fine. I get sick if I do it twice a day. Just right now. So doxycycline does give me stomach issues. And that's why I normally eat mashed potatoes and plain baked potatoes. So it's not really mashed potatoes because I don't put milk or anything in them, and you can't put butter in them when you take it. And I normally would eat like rolls. It was very carb heavy every time I took doxycycline. This is the first time in years of taking it without carbs. And my stomach is not liking it. It is just not. I have to take the doxycycline. So if I have another horrible episode tonight, I will be getting some kind of roll or plain baked potatoes, and I will just cook them before, so they'll be resistant starch for me, and that's probably what I'll do. But I'm praying that doesn't happen. I did not bring any from my mom's house or anything for backup for tonight, because I am hoping they'll be fine. The problem is I have food in my stomach now, so if it makes me throw up, I will actually be throwing up. That will be the problem. So, and right now, I'm very, very sick from my food. I could throw up so easily. So I don't know if it is just from the medication, or if it's, sometimes when I've had infections, I get really sick to my stomach. So we will find out. We will find out. But my goal is not to eat the carbs. Like I said, I didn't bring any home or anything because of that reason. The plan is to stay away from it and fight as much as possible. I'm really sick of being sick. I'm really sick of being in pain and having infections and all kind of garbage. I was so healthy until getting the C word, and I catch everything now, and I get tons of infections, and I have arthritis that I never had before the C word. Literally had x-rays done before getting it, and now I have arthritis, and I have all kind of weird stuff that I never had before. It's like it's poisoned my whole body. But I have to stay up hours still to take my meds, and then I'm going back to bed. Alright, it is Friday 18th. It is 9:40. So it's been an hour since my doxycycline. I have to eat something with it, and I can't seem to, I hate beef without cheese on it at all. That's not an option. I gag on it, and I've noticed that I can't have bacon at night. If I had bacon earlier, it's too greasy with the doxycycline. So I had 6 tiny little animal crackers, which they equal, so 16 of them is 19 carbs. So whatever that equals. And those little blackberries I had today, that is the only carbs I've had. Made me another coffee at 5 p.m. That would give me an hour and 40 minutes to drink it. Had my plan to also make a burger and cheese. But my parents needed help. And by the time I was done helping them with what they needed help with, it was 7 p.m. I was so devastated that I had to dump my coffee out. Coffee the next day is disgusting. I put butters and all kind of stuff in it. People who can put coffee in the microwave and warm back up like Dino, no. I was a barista for years. No. That is burnt, scalded coffee. Destroy it in that microwave. I can't do it. I'm not the instant girl coffee either. Can't do it. It is hard enough. It is hard enough to drink regular coffee at home instead of fresh espresso beans that are constant. Okay, it is hard enough. Okay, the best coffee in the world to me is Black Hawk. Hawk with the H. And they do not have that in North Carolina. I wish they did. So no, I can't do that. So I had to dump it down the sink so I didn't accidentally drink it. And that killed me. Also killed me that I couldn't have my burger and cheese. So it was barely any carbs at all. And I was able to just eat that little bit of crackers and have no issue taking my meds. Now, I had 5 of those crackers this morning with my doxycycline. They're very tiny. But if I eat absolutely nothing with it, I'm gagging. I'm forcing myself not to throw up. But just 5 of those tiny little stupid crackers, which is about 1 carb a piece, I'm perfectly fine. No issues. I also had them last night. I don't know if I told y'all. 5 of them last night. And they did not make my weight go up. Okay. It's not loaded with sugar like normal cookies and stuff. I can't do normal saltine crackers. They make me throw up. And believe it or not, 4 saltine crackers is like 20 something carbs. And I have managed to just eat a tiny bit. Maybe it's because it helps me swallow. I don't know. I also do the chicken broth in the morning with, that's how I actually take the pill in the morning, is the chicken broth. The water makes me very nauseous in the morning. I can have water now. I had it with a bunch of water. So chicken broth in the morning, with about 5 crackers. I try to do it with none. They're animal crackers, y'all. Tiny little things. And I tried to do it with none this morning. I started to get nauseous, and I just... Let me show y'all. I did not... She was being so cute, and she just stretched out of a little cubby hole. Hi, Pipey, honey. Mommy's gonna come hold you. Hold on. Hold on. Mommy didn't know you were in here. She distracted me. So it's not affecting my weight at all. And then other than that little bit of bacon and some blackberries I ate this morning, that is all I've eaten. I'm not hungry at all. I had to force myself to eat that today. And I'm really not eating. And doxycycline makes me not eat. Now, I got a burst of energy, and I probably did way too much today. I have built a cat tree. Let's go look. All right, so I built this cat tree. So, one of my viewers, Marie, very nice, sweet woman, when Sharky, Piper, and Willow were babies, sent me one of these cat trees. And this past Christmas, it was just so, like, 3 years old almost, and falling apart, but it lasted this whole time on the outside porch afterwards. You know, we put on Dino's porch. And then, so I rebought this one. And, hold on. All right, so what happened was we ended up having the other one on the porch forever. It got too weak for my fat cat, so now it is down with the kittens. So it is getting a lot of use. But I liked it so much, and it's so cheap, and it's so small compared to the big one I had here. It came in, and I built it today. So the cat tree I had came all the way out to here, and all the way to the ceiling, and took up most of. So now that is gone, and I have all this open space behind me now. So that over there was over here. Over here was a desk with a bunch of containers on top and underneath. The containers are in the bedroom, and my clothes are in them. And the 8 baskets that ADHD me had all my clothes in are now stacked off to the side, because now I have big bins that I can just throw my clothes in. So I've kind of been a little crazy rearranging and cleaning today. But that was what my day was. Sorry, Dino was trying to rewatch the president debate or whatever thing they had today. So I had to talk quickly so he could turn it back on, because I asked him to turn it down real fast while I was talking. But I am about to climb into bed. Still not going to lay down, even though it's been an hour. I find that if I lay down after taking doxycycline in a 2-hour span, I do much better with it. It's worked amazing for my issue. My stupid little issue that I have. I do have pain in that tooth, so I am glad they're gonna get me in on the 28th, because I think it's more. I think there's a cavity that they missed, or there's something wrong with the tooth. Because if that is a gum issue, and they've been trying to fix it for a year on and off, I'm done trying to fix it. I just want it gone. It's a freaking wisdom tooth, y'all. This is the part I cannot get them to understand. It's a wisdom tooth. Don't chew on that tooth. I don't chew on that tooth. I had night terrors, horrible night terrors, where I shattered my teeth. All the bottom teeth on back in this side. I don't usually tell people, but they don't exist. They haven't existed in 17 plus years, because I shattered them one night. Down to the skin. I shattered the upper teeth as well that night, and a tooth over here. The wisdom tooths grew in place of the ones I shattered. But these ones, they were all the way across. I was lucky that I didn't shatter my top teeth with them, but they were gone. And it was more than 17 years ago. It was before Haley. So we're talking 21 years ago, 22. And I did not have money for cabs back then, and they were shattered to like underneath the gum, and it was horrible. So I just said goodbye to them, and I've lived my whole life without them, and you can't tell, like, so it doesn't affect me any. So that's why when they say, well, you don't want to lose him, I don't chew over there in the first place. I'm fine. I don't need that wisdom tooth. I just don't. So, but yes, I used to suffer from horrible night terrors. They even tried to give me medications. It did not work. I used to wake up covered in bruises, be in places I wasn't when I went to bed. It took years of my life for the night terrors to finally stop. I had them since I was 8 years old, and they just got progressively worse. But I don't have them no more. They're gone. They just magically disappeared, which I was very grateful for. It seemed I had more traumatic events happen in my life, and the night terrors stopped, which was weird. I had traumatic events that caused the night terrors when I was a little girl, but I had more adult traumatic events that, to adult me, is way worse. But child me, couldn't handle what happened then. And adult me, it just snapped the night terrors away, I guess, because the most horriblest things that were in my night terrors finally actually happened in real life, and then I just didn't have night terrors about them anymore. Maybe because it happened and I lived through it. I don't know. But they went away, and I've never had them again. I have nightmares here or there, but they're not night terrors. And it's usually when there's weird noises. Oh, like the building on this other side of this wall across that street is so loud. I cannot sleep once they get out there, and sometimes they're out there at 4 and 5 a.m. because they make me have nightmares. They're so loud. They're screaming. I wake up with my heart pounding, and they are screaming noise, not words. They're just hooping and hollering, which is weird because I've been on a billion construction sites and I have never experienced that in my life. It is so weird. But anyways, I'm going to shut up for the night, put this video together tomorrow, and hopefully I feel just as good as I do tonight, because I actually feel really good, because I felt like I was being poisoned again. And I technically was, because I had a really bad infection that had began to spread up past my eye. It had gotten in my ear. Up here, it was in my temple. This all started to swell, is why I did not film. It started to get really bad, but doxycycline kicks ass, and usually by day 3, it's saving your life. At least for me, it really, really works. But I'm going to shut up and play with these kitties.